want to know. I mean, I feel like I don't know. This was like really impulsive, but I felt like I wanted to share something. Um,
Sweet. Well, the reason I wanted you to smile and speak is so that I could hit the recording button and we'll get that handsome mug of yours in there with a smile on it. Because when we do these shows, there's a little picture icon,
yeah.
and we need to make sure that we get you. Certainly don't want me.
Well, yeah, regardless, because you got a handsome mug too, there, fella. So don't.
Yeah, well, I'm excited as all get out to get the chance to have an interview with you, because I believe that stories are what are going to change the world. I know that there's been a lot of people that I know of because of my affiliation with Kangen Water, that literally they didn't really give it much heed until they heard a special story from somebody that, like, all of a sudden it turned on their brain cell. Like, that's what happened to me. I thought it was a bunch of nonsense, and then I ignored it for a good 6 months. Never looked at anything, nothing. Just, yeah, stupid. Water's water. Here, have a like. I'm out of this joint. And then one day, the lovely angel Brittany Dykes put her story out there, and that made me go, okay. And for the first time, I hit that see more button, and that changed everything. So I'm looking forward to hearing what your story is, and sharing it out to the world. It's recording now. We'll go up onto YouTube, onto the Kong Family Show YouTube channel. You'll get a link to it. You can do whatever you want with it. And just really excited to hear so you're up there in the snow, aren't you, up in Seattle?
Yeah, we got snow. I'm gonna stand up and just go to the window real quick here.
Beautiful.
We got some pretty white stuff out there right now.
Normally you guys just get double bucket loads of rain. How'd your workout go today?
Oh man, it's great. And look, check my shirt out.
Yeah, you gotta love that shirt.
Yep, I'm a walking billboard in that gym. I carry around my bags of water. Hold on a sec. I carry these around.
Yes, beautiful.
My logo, and I'm like people come to me and they ask me, what is that, and I get people that are more interested than others, but I just want to tell them pretty much how I got involved with it. I don't really tell them I made that mistake before early on, was telling them too much about the water, too much scientific stuff.
Yeah, you mean everyone both, brother.
I mean, because I'm excited about it. I'm passionate about it. We know what we have, and getting it out there is just like, we have to like tone it down a little bit. And Amanda's my angel. She's the one that introduced me to the water.
Yeah. That's what I was going to ask you. I was going to say, so always the first question for everybody is, how, when, and why did you get involved with Kangen Water, and were you a skeptic like I was?
No. So here's the funny thing. So I was not where I am right now. I'll tell you that. Wow, went through so much dark places and growth and everything. But I met Amanda at Costco in Issaquah when she used to work there. And I had a very short stay there because they have a very strict policy about being late. And maybe it was God's or the universe's way of telling me, you're not supposed to be doing this, because I got let go after 45 days because I was late 3 times within 5 minutes. And in that 45-day period, Amanda Janice comes up to me, and I'm in it was the summertime, like June. So I was wearing a short tank, my sleeves are all rolled up, I'm doing my showing off bit of my arms, and I carry around these gallons of water that got color in them, right? And she's like, what are you doing? Like, what are you carrying around? Are you a bodybuilder? And I was like, yes. And so I was like, is it that obvious? And I should have figured, yes, of course it looks that way. But it's really funny. And then she says, well, you know what? I have this water that it really has been helping me, and would you be interested in trying it? It will help with some gains possibly. Would you like to try that? And my ear heard gains. So I'm a bodybuilder. So I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm interested. But I was like, I don't know if it's just water. I don't know. But I met with her over at, it was downtown Bellevue Park, right across from the mall, right there outside. And she brought me 4 gallons of water. And I said, because she asked me first, how many gallons of water do you drink a day? I said, at least 5. And she said, what? 5 gallons of water? Are you kidding me right now? And I said, no, I wish I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm just telling you. I drink 5 gallons of water. She said, well, you can try mine. Let's see the difference. So she brought me 4, and she sat there on the park bench and took about 30 minutes tops to explain why this water is different. And because she knew I was into that stuff, because I told her I've been, exercise science, exercise physiology, kinesiology, biomechanics, all this kind of, and the body interests me so much that she just told me, she went scientific on because I was interested. I wanted to know. And then I was like, oh my gosh, this is like, boom. You know what I mean? And I was just like, I was sold instantly, like this, done. I want to drink this water. And for me, I tried it for, I'll stop there and I'll say, when I first drank my first gallon, I was drinking it as I was driving home, and I probably went through 3/4 of a gallon in about 15 minutes. And I sat down in my bed and I'm like, why does my head hurt? It didn't occur to me right away because I'm not used to it. I just started drinking, and I never felt satiated. And that was the hydration factor she told me about. And I was like, well, that kind of makes sense. But why does my head hurt? It didn't wrap around my head just yet. So I called her and I asked her, I said, so why does my head hurt, and why am I in the bathroom every 10 minutes? And she goes, well, how much did you drink and how fast? And I told her 3/4 of a gallon in about 15 minutes. And she goes, well, that's why, sweetie, because you're detoxing. Your body's cleaning itself. Your head hurts. Just slow down a little bit, And I said, well, it doesn't feel like I'm getting full. And she says, well, that's because it's getting into your cells, getting into your brain. It's pushing out those metals out of your brain, brother. You got to be careful with that water, And so me getting really into it, and I felt better. I started feeling better. My back pain started going away. I was sleeping like a kitten. I'd be getting up like a flamboyant little 12-year-old boy, like I used to when I was little. And now I'm doing it again at 30. Well, how was it? 37, 38 years old. And I had gone through some pretty traumatic injuries in my bodybuilding career, but not necessarily lifting weights. I had hurt my back at a construction job because that's what I was doing. And then I decided to go to the gym because I won't get hurt. But I did. I messed my back up real bad. And before I started drinking the water, I didn't think I was going to be able, I thought I was going to get paralyzed. I was scared the daylights out of me. But I met with a friend, and then she gave me the water. And this guy, he helped me with my back. He's a MAT specialist, muscle activation technique specialist. So he got me able to put my socks on and take a shower without it hurting too much. And then when I combined the two, when sharing the water, it was just like, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe right away. Because I'm still stuck in the matrix still at this point. I'm still stuck in the third dimension, right? So now that I'm seeing all the stuff that's going out in the world, it just makes so much sense as why we're so conditioned to go A, B, C, D, E, F, G up the corporate ladder, go to school, go to college, get a wife, marry somebody, live in a house with a picket fence, and then you retire, but that ain't, no. I'm waking up, dude. So no, that's not, it is, but it's dwindling. It's not the future, not anymore. So with the water, my back started feeling better. I started feeling better. My joints started to feel better. I was going to the gym and just crushing it, outlasting people, and they're like, "What are you doing?" Just, it's crazy. And I'm on this journey. It's so much fun, but of course, I'm going through more spiritual growth as well, and it's just kind of going back and forth. Some ascension, and then realizing what's going on and being able to share my story with people. And really, what's I've noticed when meeting Amanda is I've gone through, even with her, I've gone through some dark issues. And I told her about my past and things that are going on with me and how I can, what's the point? Why am I here? And I was making making poor decisions, making bad decisions when I was in my 20s, and I ended up getting arrested. I ended up doing some real not good stuff. And I was in jail for 7 months, and I got probation for 72. And I was really at a dark point. I just felt like I'm trying to do all this good stuff. I'm a bodybuilder, I'm doing all this healthy stuff, but I'm still not succeeding. I'm still not going anywhere. Why? I didn't have any purpose. Didn't have any real motivation or reason to do anything. So I was making all these crappy decisions. And then, you know, realizing that after she showed me the business and everything like that, it was just like, okay, this is really good potential, you know, and I really want to be able to do it. And then I hopped on board with the water business in 2017, March, I think. And then the rest is history. I mean, I have a lot of other things. I made some poor choices even going on because I'm still evolving. We're always evolving. We're always changing. We're always, you know, learning about ourselves. And then the more you awake, you know, there's a saying I just learned, which is level up, devil up. You got to be careful with that, because when you level up, that devil don't like that. He's going to try to pull you back. He don't want you to succeed. He don't want you to share love. He don't want you to grow. He wants to keep you down. So there is no end. You just keep evolving. You keep going towards enlightenment. You keep going towards love. You, at the best you can, utilize your ego as a tool, not, oh my God, not again. You know, oh my God, I'm screwing up again. No, look at it as like step outside of your body. This is how I'm learning about myself. And you feel that trigger inside your head that you used to do stuff that you shouldn't be doing or whatever, and it's causing trouble. Step outside, look at the ego, look at the inner being. The inner being is who you really are. That's God. That's Jesus' presence right there. Mm-hmm. That's who you really are. When you can start becoming aware of the two, then you can make better choices. Then you can make better decisions, and you can better yourself and get out of the rut that I was in. I'm still getting out of, you know, the rut. I'm pushing past, I'm breaking boundaries, and it's so much fun. And I don't, the evolution with me and having Amanda right by my side and pushing me and telling me you can do it and telling me I'm not giving up on you if you don't give up on me. She's like one of the most incredible people I've ever met in my life. And she's introduced me to so many more in this business, so many more. And I'm realizing that your vibe attracts your tribe. And that's how I know I'm in the right direction, because as I evolve in a better heart, loving feeling and sense, and sharing it, you know, and being compassionate with people and not judging them, it's opened doors to so many more people that are like-minded and that want to do the same things. And I have to continue to be patient with my process.
Yeah. Amen.
True.
You know what's crazy, dude, is that I signed up with Enagic in March of 2017 too. We didn't even know it, but we were jumping on the train at the same time. We were throwing that flight suit on and jumping off the cliff and like, yahoo, let's rock. You know, and I got a question for you, because when I first got involved with this, I didn't care about the business at all. It cost me a lot of money not being interested in the business. And second, I should have shut that door to start with. But I wasn't interested in the business, and it cost me a lot of money. It really did, because I was going off on all these other tangents and going after all these other empty promises and lies in the, you know, internet marketing and real estate investment and things like that. And I spent a lot of money on a bunch of things that turned out to be just ridiculous. And you know, as it turned out, the only thing that's been real was Kangen water. And it's been real. I mean, like ridiculous real, like up here real and here real and the whole body real. Is that pretty much the same thing that's happened for you? Or were you interested in the business right out of the chute, or did you just get the water for the purpose of your health and that?
Well, I had to go through my own process with that, because yes, to answer your question, yes, I did. But in order for me to start the business, I had to get a unit, because now that's your franchise, right? That's your main thing, you know? So if you don't have one, you can't do it. So that was where I kind of struggled, and I was getting through my own, you know, mental blocks. You know, you can or you can't. If you think you can or you can't, you're right. So I had to go through that process. So I was visit Amanda's house for 1 whole year. I would get 10 gallons of water, or no, 5 gallons, no, 10 gallons of water. And every 3 days, I would go back and refill until I was able to get my unit and be able to come up with some kind of, because I was working at Mod Pizza at the time. I was still stuck in the JOB. I was still getting underpaid. I was still feeling worthless, and my value wasn't as high as it should have been. wasn't vibing up where I am now. And it took me a while, but she was so loving and she was so caring and she was so patient with me. And so, she knew I was gonna buy. I knew I was gonna buy. So some people helped me with some finances. They loaned me some money and I got a loan and I put it down and I got my unit. So, and then after that, it's been like, wow. And now I'm on it. Like, I really want to share my information and my message with people and let them know that, even though you can come from like some of the darkest points in your life and you can come back on top if you choose to, but you have to choose to. You have to realize the value of your life. You have to realize, the consequences, whether they are good or they are bad, that it's just super important.
So when you got your machine, did you use Enagic financing to get it?
No, I had a friend loan me like a good chunk of money, and then got on a plan. Actually, no, you're right. Yes, I did. I got a loan, and I also got a chunk of money given to me so I could do the down payment. And then I was doing little bits and pieces here and there. Yes.
So there's a lot of people that, I had one of my oldest friends lives in Atlanta, and she just got a machine, and she put her down payment down. And when she was doing the process of it all, I told her, you don't even need to have a job. And she's like, that's crazy. And I go, you're right. Kong is crazy. But hey, Mr. O, he wants us all to have a machine. He wants everybody to have one. And so she just was absolutely mind boggled. It's the first time ever in her life that she has filled out a credit application and applied to get something where she didn't even have to have a job. And that was actually pretty mind boggling to me too. And I think it says a lot about Enagic and just how special this is. What I was hoping you might expand upon, because I actually think your story today here, Dan, I got to tell you, I love you. I appreciate you so much for coming on here today. And now after starting to get into your story, I just have this feeling that your story is going to be really huge for people. And, as we go through this, we want to remind ourselves that we're not allowed to make any kind of income claims, and we're not allowed to make any kind of health claims. We can tell our own health story, but we really have to be careful when it comes to money and making money and that kind of stuff. So let's kind of try to keep all that out of there. But what I would be curious to know is, because it sounds to me like you were in a pretty rough place, a pretty hard time of your life back in 2017 in March when you got involved, and you managed to get somebody to help you out, and then you got your machine, and now you got that monthly payment that's due on either the 1st or the 15th. And could you kind of give a little bit of because I always tell people that Enagic is willing to work with you like crazy if you just communicate with them. If you're having a rough time this month and you don't have the money, make sure that you let them know. And they're I always love to joke, they're not going to send Bubba. He ain't going to come over, or they're not going to send Guido to come break your legs and take your machine back and call the credit bureaus and anything like that. So when you went through this, just because you were struggling in that beginning time point, what did you do? How did you make it work? How did you manage to go through the process and get your machine paid off? And what would you recommend? Or I guess I'm looking for like a little bit of advice for some of these people that are kind of in your same kind of situation, where like they're just dying to get this machine, but they don't have the money. They just don't see any way that they can make it happen. What would you say to those people? What did you do? Because it sounds like you were in a fairly similar situation, and I always say, if there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, well, I mean, honestly, the payments for me were very difficult because you got rent on top of making that $150 or $250 payment on it, per month. You got to get that done. But at the same time, I made sacrifices. I made sacrifices from other expenses that I was that I would want, but wants are not needs. How can I enjoy something I want unless I have my health to enjoy what I want? So it really, that's all it boils down. I mean, I'm just keep it simple for you. That's how I thought of it. And if I was struggling, again, I'm not going to mention any names, but I will say somebody believed in me that much to cover me whatever I was short, because I was into the business, and they knew that this was something that they believe in me, and that touched me so much on the inside. You know what I mean? So it's like I would do that for somebody else. When I progress and get to that point, I would do that for somebody else, just because it's not about the money. It's not about the money at all. You can always make more money. Money flows, money goes. It's energy in, energy out. That's all it is. Just like love. And you know what? My dad used to tell me this one thing, and this is one of my blocks is, and I'm sure you've heard it before. He would tell me when we were younger, you got to get a job. Money doesn't grow on trees. And I was sitting there, oh my God, money doesn't grow on trees. Well, you know what? I could tell my dad right now in a nice, respectful, loving way. Well, actually, and he knew this. It was just sort of a line. But he said, you know what? Money actually does grow on trees, Pop. Where does money come from? How do you make money? Paper. Where does paper come from? Trees. So don't give me that. No. Don't give me that. So now I'm becoming more, I'm woke. Let's say I'm woken. I'm waking. You know what I mean? Like everything is just falling where it needs to fall in my due process.
Awesome. Yeah, and so you had somebody that was willing to help you out when you needed, if those short times came. What did you do when it came to, because it's one thing to tell people you need to, like, you just need to start drinking the water. You just like using the water. You need to start sharing the water. And a lot of people that are looking at it from that dark side of things and having doubts in themselves, what do you say to them when in that regard? What did you do? What kind of things did you do to like start getting the sell machine? Because we get a great referral if we get somebody involved with this and show them the beauty of this machine and this technology and the fact that it'll last us for the rest of our lives if we take care of it. What did you do? What kind of examples would you throw out there for people to think about?
I think that's a lot of struggle for a lot of us distributors out there, and it's because we're not and I wasn't completely in love with myself. I think people need to understand their value. And if they understand, like, bottom line, root cause, let's go to the root. Let's not fuck around and say, excuse my language, let's not mess around and say, oh, well, you got to take this step and this step. And well, they have a process. Let them take their time. And I used to do not so well with that pitch because, of course, like I said before, I would always talk about, the science of it and get excited about muscle growth and just approaching the wrong time. I would not give the right information to the correct, audience. I wasn't asking questions enough to figure out what their why and what their, either their pain point or love point. I put it that way. Like, if you find something they can value that much in their life, target it, go after it. That's where you're going to want to start asking questions. And do you value this? Do you value that? And that can be kind of tricky too, because you got to be careful how much pressure you put on somebody, or, because we want to be excited. We want to tell them the value, and because we're all passionate about it, but you also have to kind of let them do their research, let them do their processing with the information you're trying to give them, especially when we know right there at your fingertips, just if you drink that water, I'm telling you, but that's why you don't go, I'm going to send you a link about water, because they're going to erase it, they're going to delete it, they're going to forget it, like, whatever, I drink water anyways, So when you come at them and you talk to them like a person, everyone, approach with pure 100% love. If you can do that, like, you actually care, with genuine questions, with genuine heart, they respond so much better. And that's what I'm learning now. And when you do that, then the universe and God just puts the right people in your life at the right time when they're supposed to. He just drops them right there in front of you. But you have to be ready for it. You have to be awake for it. And then take action. Take action. Because if you don't, it's nice, but you feel scared on the inside. You feel like, oh crap, can I do this? Should go talking about the water? No, I got to think about it this way and do this. It's a learning process, right? Then you go up there with an open heart. Hey, how you doing? Like I met this woman at the, I'll give you an example. I met this woman. She hasn't purchased yet, but she's right there. She is a real estate broker. Her and her husband are real estate broker. And I met her at the gym. And when you connect with somebody, when you get a mutual like smile on the face, and that's when I will go ahead and just reading people. Just feel it. Don't look. Just feel it. That's how I'm learning. That's how I'm. You know what I mean? Like if your gut tells you to do something, I think you should do it. Good or bad. Either stay away from it or go for it. Right? Yeah. So this woman at the gym, we're doing the same exercise and we smiled and had a laugh about it. And then she tells me, why are you carrying those bags around? So I told her what it was and she was interested right away. So I was able to tell her about how it could actually, and she was interested. She already knew. I told her, I did her the little water drop because I bring two empty cups with me everywhere and a pH dropper. And I'll do the pH drop test in front of them. Right. So she was really interested because I did a little dropper. I took her water, I took my water, I poured it in a cup, I did a little drop test. Right. And she's like, why is mine like orange and why is yours purple? And I explained to her why. And then she was like, wow, okay, I want to try this water. You got me. I want to know what this is. Because I'm vibing and so she. You got to read that with people. You got to become understanding with your own vibration on the inside and be aware of other people's. That's how you do this. I mean, that's how I'm learning how to do this business much more efficiently and take your time with them. But she was ready. And then when she said, I'm going to buy, but I want to try it first and I want to do some research. I'm going to show my husband and they're interested. And then I explained to them after that step, that's when I said, you know what? I have an idea. You're in real estate, right? Well, I think it'd be really cool if you said, you sell a house. What if they had their own clean, pure, ionized, hydrogen-rich water right in their brand new home that would actually help them get thank you checks just like you get thank you checks? And she was like, yep, holy crap, And then she met with Amanda, and Amanda told me, yeah, maybe I'm in the wrong industry. Maybe I'm in the wrong business. Maybe this sounds like something that will just, and it should blow up. And you know what? It's going to. Give it 3 or 4 or 5 years. Watch. It's already changing. When I go to the gym and I see people, I hear people already about it. They already are trying it. It's just happening so quickly. And you have to be, this is why we can't be afraid to share it. We cannot be afraid to share it because if you don't step up, you're going to get left behind, so to speak. Not really, but it's going to slow your progress. Yeah. We're all lighthouses, all of us. We need to go shine that light on the truth and tell them what it is and help them understand it. If they're ready, they're ready. If not, okay, great. Yeah. So taking no's right now it's a process. You have to be able to accept and get thick skin and be like, you know what? It's not personal when they say no. It's not about you. I used to take it so personal. I used to get so mad. I used to get so upset. I used to take offense to it and I get hurt and I start to feel bad. Should I really be doing this? Is this really something I'm supposed to be doing? And then knowing that now I know, mega trend. Did we all have cell phones or smartphones or smart TVs back in the day? No. What happened? They would all say, no, nobody's going to get a smartphone. We have flip phones. Nobody's going to get a smart TV. We have nice TVs already. But now everyone has a flat screen smart TV. Everyone has a smartphone. Everyone. And that's what this machine is. It's going to be the next countertop kitchen appliance, period. And she saw that. This broker saw that. She's like, oh, wow, I can see this happening here, here, here. I'm gonna share this water. I'm like, good. You're a lighthouse just like I am. Spread the word. Spread the message. The rest will take care of itself.
Man, are you ever right on the money, brother? I love it. What's funny about that, this is all, the serendipity of this is so cool because one of my really good friends, he's coming in to do some skiing. And I live right next to Snowbird, like 20 minutes away from one of the best ski resorts on earth. And he and his wife are coming in hot to do a couple days of skiing, and they're going to stay here for a couple days. And he's a real estate guy. And I had told him, you should start offering these machines as part of your gig. And he said, oh, I'd go broke if I did that. And honestly, I not only would he not go broke, but he would probably make himself another small fortune by adding Kangen water to his houses. And so, yeah, that's pretty interesting that you say that. And I definitely I'd appreciate it if you could keep me in tabs of when she gets her machine and what's happening, and kind of remember this conversation, because remember, stories sell, and facts they tell, but stories actually sell. And if Ryan sees that another real estate agent or real estate broker is out there utilizing Kangen water to make more money in a real estate business, that maybe he might be interested in, he's already interested. But
that's the whole thing, though. It's ROI. It's return on investment. Can your house pay you back? No. Once that money's gone, the loan money gone. You just put something in your home that's going to make you money. People aren't seeing that yet, and I have a problem. People come in, oh my God, it's so much down payment, this and that, and they have these little arguments, and they have their own process. You know what I mean? And then you say, well, you know what? Keep it real simple. Bottle water, $80,000 to $90,000 a year, because you have a family. I mean, you're going to drink water, so are they, right? Over 20 years, $80,000 to $90,000 just on water. You invest in this in your health, you've got free water for the rest of your life. But for maintenance, and of course, maintenance and getting the machine, it's only $6,800 or whatever for 20 years. Are you kidding me? Like, no brainer. Hi there. Let's have free water for the rest of your life, and then actually get some return on investment.
Yeah, exactly. Like Rico said in that video that he did, that he's like, "Are you feeling me? You're not catching me. He's coming on the show tomorrow. I'm excited to meet with him tomorrow. It's going to be a fun deal tomorrow morning. But yeah, so this is something that pays for itself. It really does. The Kangen water, I always tell people, Kong doesn't cost. It pays. Yeah. And as my wife has determined, Kong is not a guy; he's a girl. And she said, it's not a guy's voice in that machine. That's a girl's voice. I'm like, you got me there. I guess Kong's a girl. Okay, fine and dandy. Big old.
Yeah, right.
And but Kong doesn't cost. She pays.
Yeah.
She pays us back in so many ways. I mean, I have used this water for so many different things that would have cost me a lot of money if I didn't have it. Yeah. And that's something that we need to find the best way through all of our trials and tribulations, is to help people understand this. Because I always try to tell people, it's not an expense. You got to stop thinking of it as an expense. You got to look at it as an investment.
That's why it's going to take these next 5 years, possibly. We'll see how fast this avalanche is going to build into this huge snowball and just take the world by storm, because it's going to.
Yeah.
We'll see how quick it happens. But I wanted to share one thing about another little process I went through. Amanda was helping me out in another dark spot in 2017, when I really needed it. I was depressed. I was even suicidal thoughts, because I was in a toxic relationship, got out of it, and then I just wanted to end it. I didn't want any more pain. I didn't want any more life, because I felt like I lost something that I loved, and that she didn't want me anymore. But what I was failing to see is, I don't need somebody else for my happiness. I don't need her validation to prove to me that I'm worth something, that I'm worth so much more. And I had 3 really core friends of mine in my life help pull me up and see who I am and what I am. Not more importantly, what I am, not who, right? And if we can all see that light on the inside and follow that, we're unstoppable. And so those 3 friends, one of them, I will name drop. One of them is a good friend of mine in posing class. Her name's Rupi. Another name of a really good friend. She actually lives in Montana, but she gave me the tough love. She said, if you do this, you're the biggest effing, slang term for pussycat ever. Like, don't do this. People care about you. Don't do this. And then of course the other one's Amanda, right there, and said, you really need to keep drinking this water, because it's going to help you. I said, how? This is a condition that I need meds for. I didn't get it. I was so down and so out. And she said, no, once your body gets this hydrogen in your body's chemistry will balance naturally. You don't need to put that pill in your body, and you're just messing yourself up more with it. And I did. I felt better. I started feeling better, and I started writing affirmations and doing my positive thinking and creating a vision board and all that stuff, putting it all out there the way I wanted it, not the way I felt like it might happen. Because I'm going to create it, whether I'm going to die or whether I'm going to live and be happy. It's going to happen because it's my choice.
Exactly. Yeah. I love that. Yeah. This is a question that I haven't really asked to any other guests in the past, but because of this show today, I think I'm going to try and institute this question into the show from now on. You probably already answered this, but kind of inadvertently. And so what I'm hoping you'll do is like go specific on it. And you've probably already answered it, and you might just say, you know what, I've already answered that, and that's fine. But if you want to add to it, then this is a great time to do it. This company's motto is change your water, change your life. It's not change your water, change your job or your house or your shoes or your car or anything like that. It's change your water, change your life.
Yes.
I know how that has been an absolute fact for me. It's changed my life in so dang many ways, and for the better, and for the way more better. It's crazy how much it's changed my life. How does that motto resonate to you?
It's absolutely 100% true. In so many different ways. In so many different ways, it's absolutely 100% true. As far as your house goes, as far as the problems going on the planet, as far as your finance, as far as your family's health, your health. So think about that. If you're helping your family, you're sharing the water just by doing that. Even if they don't buy, even if they're just sharing it from you for a while, they're gonna buy eventually. But the point is, you're saving medical bills for them. You're saving medical bills for yourself. You are pulling, you're getting rid of plastic bottles, getting rid of any kind of plastic you put in your house. You're helping the world get rid of them. So anything you can do, that's how you want change, you got to step up and do it yourself first.
Yeah.
Just like Michael Jackson, my favorite song in the entire world is Michael Jackson, Man in the Mirror. Beautiful song. If you want to make that change, take a look in the mirror and change yourself.
Yeah, isn't that the truth, brother? Isn't that the truth? I mean, usually when people have things going wrong in their life, the last place they want to look is in the mirror. And that's the first place they need to look.
Because they're scared. I was scared. I didn't want to admit I had these issues and that I was, really wanted to, hurt myself and think that, I've got problems and I've got these mental blocks I need to get over and accept them rather than fight them. Resisting never helps anybody.
Brother, this right here, just the fact that you're here today like this, I've been reaching out to you for quite a while but that's the thing, it's just like with trying to get people to get a Kangen water machine. You just kind of keep dripping on them as time goes by. You just kind of patiently keep working on them. You keep reaching out every time an opportunity comes out that you get the chance, you reach out to them. And the whole point is that you're trying to help change their life for the better. Yes. And, that's what the reason I'm always reaching out to people, trying to get them to come on this show is simply because of how much this has helped change my life. Because this right today is the 133rd recorded edition of the Kong Family Show.
Wow, congratulations. That's awesome.
Yeah. And, think about that, because that's 133 people times episodes where I've been able to sit here and learn. And every single show has been a benefit to me as well as to other people. And it's just, I can't say enough about how much this has changed my life. Even my wife has told me how much it's changed and how much she appreciates it. And the heck, she's even invested in a machine and has a business center down underneath me. And we've got, now we have a loaner machine because she decided that it was worth it. And I think in the beginning, I don't think she really believed it. But as time has gone by and she's seen the changes in me and the changes in herself, that it's made a big difference for her. And so, yeah, it's such a life-changing experience for people. And we just need to figure out and I guess keep working on the best ways to help people understand that, which kind of brings me to my next question. That I think this is my favorite question and it's interesting, all the different answers that I get to this one. And what it is this: you're at the gym, you're at the grocery store, you're wherever you are, and you get into you're wearing your shirt, something comes up, because I always wear my Kong family shirt. There are Kong's Water shirts everywhere. People are asking me, what's Kong's Water? Hey, glad you asked, But what, you got a short period of time. You got like less than a minute to make some sort of an impression on somebody that's going to make them go, you know what? You got a card, or what website can I go to, or something like that? What do you say? What's your go-to move when it comes to that? Like, I gotta get it to them like that.
You want to create interest, and so you don't want to sit there and stand there all day because you both got lives, right? So what I've learned through other teammates, other special people, one who's mastered this is Sam Tran, and I use his. I'll be honest, I use his a lot of the time. So we'll be talking to somebody, meeting somebody, and I'm still stepping out of my comfort zone with that too. But it's becoming easier. And what I do is pretty much the same thing he does. So you oh wow, what is that? And where'd you get that? Well, you know what? I'm kind of in a hurry. I know you got a life and you're busy, but would you be okay with me shooting you a quick text? I want to give you the information so you can do some research of your own. And 9 times out of 10, there's like, okay, sure, I don't mind that. You get maybe 1 or 2 that are like, I don't feel comfortable doing my phone number. And then it'll be, okay, fine. Are you okay with email? That's okay, I understand. It's private. People don't want to do that straight away. But, I'm noticing, because when you step out of that, when you show them your energy and how much you believe in it with a confident poise, they know you're giving them genuine. So they think, okay, well, I think I might trust this guy or this woman. Okay, they sound like they genuinely care. So yeah, I want to do my research. So yeah, that's how I get them. Then I can drip on them.
Dude, I love that one. That is, I love that. I've actually, Sam comes on the show once a month, and I've never gotten that one out of him about, I'm busy, you're busy, we both have a life. I'd love to take some time to explain it to you, but hey, would it be possible to shoot you a quick text? And I know he likes to do a quick selfie. Can we do a quick selfie so you remember me, I remember you, and I'd send you a quick text, and most of the time they go, yeah, that sounds good, and you do a quick selfie with each other. And then you can remember each other's face and that kind of thing. And so, yeah, that's quite brilliant. I love it. And yeah, I know you're busy. I'm busy too. I'd love to get you some information, but right now really not the best time. We're both boogieing. And yeah, that's freaking awesome, dude. I love it. Like I said, I always get such great answers to that question, man. That is just such a wonderful aspect of being able to do this. The different and it's also the family are so willing to share, and
yeah.
Where I came up with Kong family, I don't know if you know that or not, but it's pronounced Kongan, not Kangan. It's Kongan.
Of course.
The beautiful lady in the machine, she says, Kongan Water, 9.5. She doesn't say Kangan Water, 9.5. If she did, Kong wouldn't even exist. But I always say, how do you think that gorilla got so big? He was out there in the jungle drinking Kong's water from the base of the waterfall that was crashing down, So I had to have some fun with that. And, you know, the thing about it is that this family of people that I consider anybody that has purchased and made the wise choice to buy a Kangen water machine, that they're part of the Kong family, whether they like it or not, whether they want to be part of it or not. Tough, you bought a machine, you're part of the family. I hope you don't hate me for that, but you know, we're going to try to do good things. It'll make you be happy that you got involved with the Kong family. And I've been amazed at how sharing people are. I've also been amazed at how difficult it is to get members of the Kong family to come and share their story. But I also understand why that is. You know, there's time constraints. There's people that are scared of it. They're scared to get out there and tell their story. But I got to say that every single one that has finally made the decision to come and get out of their comfort zone and come here and visit with me and visit with Sean and you know, the rest of the people, that they've always ended up having a fun time with it, and it's been worth their while. And then plus they have their story on documentation that they can share out to people. But yes, I've always been impressed by this company and the people that are involved with it and how much they're willing to share with other people. And I think that is really incredible. And once I actually pulled my head out and decided to actually start learning about the market or the compensation plan, and how this company works, how they compensate us for the things that we do, referring this water to people, it's crazy, because I've never seen anything like it that gives us such an incredible built-in incentive to help everybody. Not just people on our team, but everybody in the entire company, you know? Yeah. And so my big thing with this company, and partially with this show as well, is that I want to get like-minded people together. I'm more interested in people getting Kangen water machines than I am that they buy them through me. Because of course, I would love that they buy them through me, and yes, I need money just like everybody else does. But the main thing for me is that they get this water into their lives. And if they don't want to buy it from me because they think I'm a little too crazy, that's fine, because it's true. I am crazy, and that's what keeps me from going insane. But you know, it might be somebody that watches this episode right here, and they're like, man, this Dan Garcia dude, he is freaking awesome, and I want to work with him. He is freaking awesome. And I just love it. I want to bodybuild too. He's speaking my total language. Mm-hmm. You know, that JJ, he's a little crazy. I want to work with Dan. And I say, fantastic. And this brings up the next thing that I want to give you an opportunity to do. And that is that if people want to get a hold of Dan Garcia, and they want to work with Dan Garcia, they want to buy a machine from Dan Garcia because they saw this show, how do they get a hold of you? What kind of contact information would you like to give out? Of course, this is completely up to you. You give out whatever you want. You know, in this particular question, in this particular segment, it's completely up to the guest, whatever it is they want to share with the people that are going to be seeing this. That could be website addresses, phone numbers, you know, whatever, social media contacts. You give out whatever you want. But I would love to give you the opportunity real quick to, like, how do people who want to hook up with Dan Garcia get a hold of him?
We can do website, creating a website, and that's another great point about the company, which is DR 28.
Speak up, say
I'm sorry.
Really loud so that everybody can hear it very clearly.
Can you hear me? Is it good?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's DR 2018 yourbodyiswater.info. That would be my website, and it's got my phone number on there. I'm gonna throw my phone number out there just because I'm giving out love. That's what I should be getting back. I'm not concerned. I want to share this just like anybody else that really knows the value of this water and wants to help people, which is 425.
And when you say DR, that's D as in dog, R as in Robert.
That's correct.
Okay. All right, continue on. Sorry about that. I just wanted to
No,
make.
okay, make sure we got it right. Exactly. A number is fine too. It's 425-623-2700. And I'm just going to go ahead and give you the whole kit and caboodle. I'm going to give you the email address too, which is Natty. So it's Natty Dan Dan Garcia @gmail.com.
Awesome. So, yeah, God, what a great interview today, man. That was fun. I enjoyed hearing your story and your background, and it's so interesting how many people have gotten into this and they were in dark places. Amanda was one of those people. She came on the show, and it was an incredible interview, and she was in a really dark place in her life too, and this really changed her life, and now she's a completely different individual than she used to be. She's helped change so many people's lives. You're one of them, and I'm one of them too, because she's a great coach. She's a beautiful, incredible angel of a human being, and I absolutely love that gal. And I actually got to give her a real hug down in San Diego last year, which was fantastic. Yeah. And so it really is. It's a really unique thing for people to be involved with, and the whole change your water, change your life is so accurate, and such a it just
it couldn't
be a better motto.
The slogan is not change your water, change your filter. No, change your water, change your life. That's a pretty big statement. Like, just give it a shot. What do you got to lose? Nothing.
And that may be the last part of what I was going to ask you, because always at the end of this thing, we're a little over an hour. Well, almost an hour into this thing, and that's usually what we try to keep them to, about an hour. But what do you have any last little message that you'd like to leave everybody before we move on and get on with the rest of our day? Do you have any last little golden nugget, whatever, that you'd like to drop on the audience and encourage them to think about or look at or whatever? One last little parting shot over the bow, if you will.
I would encourage everyone to love yourself and realize your worth, and you are worth everything you're doing in this life to find your purpose. Just love yourself. Everything will fall into place. That's what I've learned about myself, and to never, ever, ever give up. I don't care if you do the business or not. Don't give up on what you want. Don't give up on your dream. This is just one of the best avenues that I've been able to come across, best vehicle to ride the wave to success. And when we go out and we talk to people, that's why we need to go out, and that's share the water. Because when you go out there and you tell somebody, oh, buy from me, buy from me. No, don't do that. You're blocking yourself from financial abundance by doing that. Don't do that. When you share the water, you're teaching people to do the same thing. That's also teaching somebody to do the business without teaching them how to do the business. Yeah. That's where I would want to go with that. And just, give love, get love.
Dude, I love it, man. You're a rock star. I love it. I thank you so much for coming here today and gracing the family with your knowledge and your history and your wisdom. And you've really thrown out quite a few golden nuggets in this little interview today, and I love it. I got a whole page of notes about things that you said that are definitely going to help me out, that I'm going to be able to help other people with, and ultimately that's the whole point of this, is we want to help each other, and we want to give each other ideas, and we just never know whose story, whose comment, whose little slogan is gonna resonate with somebody.
Yeah.
So that's why I try so hard to get people on here, to get them to just come and open up for a little bit, and because you just never know whose life you're going to change for the better. And the more lives we can change, the better off we're going to all be, right?
Yeah. And use third party. So if you're not a specialist in science, then use Sam Tran. Have him get on the freeway, call him. If you're not good at bodybuilding, talk to me. Have him talk to me. If you're not good about explaining how to get the word out there and being so hyper and so much energy and so much crazy Kong, talk to you. Talk to JJ. Talk to my man John. If you got like that passion and everything, talk to John. I'm telling you, that's how you do it. Utilize each other. That's how we're going to succeed in this business and succeed in the world.
Yeah. Amen. Amen, brother. Hey, before we head out of here, I got our buddy Scott is in the house, and I wanted to see if he's got any question or anything that he'd like to ask you before we head out.
Sure.
He's our resident trucker. He's out there driving in his 18-wheeler right now, listening in. What's shaking, Wood?
Not much, buddy. Going over here to Little Rock and deliver
Put
this.
the volume up, a little volume up to your face there better. Yeah, there you go.
Is that better?
There you go.
There you go. Yeah, just going over here to Little Rock and delivering this, and I'll be going home and stuff. But yeah, I just try to figure out a way that because things I went through a while back and all that. So I'm just trying to implement things. I'm figuring out how to gain my weight back and everything. Because I'm driving truck. I got a little dumbbell and things like that I'll work out with, and I try to eat right. So doing that and everything. And I like how he was talking about earlier that the home builders and real estate and things like that. Yeah, I was thinking about that also, like MI homes and things like that. Dominion homes, everybody who build homes, they get in with because their home and we had a water system with that. Yeah, you get the best thing for your dollar, right? Is that how they say it? The best bang for your buck. So hey, you might as well get the best hydration with your vision of your dream home, right? And then if you don't have great health, you're not going to be able to have that dream home. So hey, have great health with the hydration, with the electricity, take care of Mother Earth. Have your dream home and live your life and live your version. And like we always say, we have that story. We have that journey that we live. So whatever health issues you may have, depression issues you may have, pharmaceutical issues you may have, financial issues, anything that you may have, we all have a story, and we're all inspiration, and we're all creator, and we all can be a publisher. So if you had that pencil and that pen or that journal, you can just write that down because they're powerful things. The mind of it is a powerful thing. The heart, the gut, your vision is a powerful thing. Your mouth is a powerful thing. You got a voice, so speak it, write it down, become a publisher, write your story, be the author of your story, get it published, and hey, move things to the next level. But health is our number one issue. But yeah, just trying to figure out how I can gain this weight back and everything as I'm out here driving truck.
Okay. So I was thinking about exactly that just as you were talking there, which is so what you'll want to do is so something I learned back in school, which is every year after you turn 21 that you don't strength train, you lose a pound of muscle. So that got me to thinking, I'm never going to stop strength training. I don't want to be an 80-year-old man and be like this limp noodle, right? No, I'm going to strength training, but I also need to be aware of the evolution in the body. We're all aging. We're all going to go and transition, right, to the creator. That's it. And our bodies are going to get older and they're going to deteriorate slowly. But that's why I love Kangen, because it's just going to help slow it down big time. We're going to enjoy it. So without suffering, we want to enjoy all the way into our 80s or maybe even being 100. We don't want to suffer. That's why this water is awesome too. But to answer your question is make sure you're getting enough calories in, and then at least I would say a minimum if you can muster it. I know you got long hours and they're grueling and it's tiring. I understand that. One of my friends her dad does trucking, and he wouldn't get the machine because he had to go to the bathroom every 15 minutes and he can't stop. So that's why he wasn't interested. You let him go. Some fish you let go, and some fish are going to go big. But make sure you get enough calories. Make sure you get at least 3 days of strength training in and they only have to be 30 minutes. That's it. And then with the combination of your water, with the utilization of the calories you're getting in, on top of strength training, you should put some weight on.
I love it.
All right, yeah, because I was wondering that, because yeah, when I'm at home, I'll get to bring the bags of water out with me, so I always bring 3 gallons or whatever. I have 3 gallons gone in 3 days, but then the rest of the time I just had some good, clean, pure water. Because I don't really take it as being dead water, because it does go through a purifier and it cleans it, so we still had a good, clean, purified.
Yeah.
The best water we can get. But I know after 72 hours, it don't have the electric charge, and that's what we need and everything. So I do the best I can right now. But I know JJ said before, and I'm trying to figure out. I just got to get the funds together to be able to reach to the next spot to where I'll be able to get another machine. And I'm gonna get a fish aquarium pump and a couple 2.5 or 5 gallon buckets in here, and have like a bag of ice and let the ice melt so the water will be cold. Mm-hmm. And put that fish aquarium pump in one, have a machine in here, and that way I can get water constantly when I'm out here on the road. And like he was saying, maybe get magnets put on the side of the truck that can take on and off, and right there, you got out and
that's really
so. Because I see guys all the time walking in and out with cases of bottled water to put in their trucks, and it really sickens me. I'm like, now you're out there driving this truck, my family's next to you, other people's families next to you, and you're sitting here drinking death. So the way I see it, you're driving like a zombie because you're drinking death. So come alive, man. Get this water. This is this is the best water on the planet. This is what you need.
That's it. Love it.
Amen. Awesome. Well, Scott, thanks a bunch, buddy. I appreciate your comments there, and taking advantage of the fact that we got Dan here to get a little bit of advice in the bodybuilding area, and that's wonderful. And be safe out there with your travels. Watch out for all them damn Anasazi. They're everywhere. And they'll be pulling in front of you and slamming on the brakes and all that stuff. So keep your eyes peeled, brother. And Dan, thank you so much again, buddy. I love you. I appreciate it. I can't wait to hopefully see you in Vegas in September and get a chance to get a real hug out of you and, have a little bit of fun down there. We're going to be staying at the Mirage and pretty excited about that. You going to be going?
That's the plan. But I want to say, add one last thing here. You actually did get a live hug out of me over at that meeting with Robert Wright.
Oh, damn! What a knucklehead I am.
No. I remember you dressed in a nice suit and everything. You're looking sharp and everything. I know you're cash and comfy right now, but you were looking good. And you're like, hey, and I'm trying to get you on my show, and nice to meet you. Finally meet you in the flesh, and big hug.
Well, dude, I look forward to a second go round of that. And, I can't tell you how thankful I am that you finally managed to get some time to come here. And I really, your story is powerful. And I really believe that people who listen to this are going to be changed by it. And, it's just fantastic. I love this. It's such a blessing to be able to have people like you with stories like yours that are willing to come share them with other people. And, we're just, like you said, we're just getting started with this, man. It's getting ready to explode, and we're going to be riding the wave, as Jerry Kostica would say. And so I'm just looking forward to more of it and continuing to converse and work together and do whatever we can to help each other and help each other's people, and just whatever I can do to help people with this business. I'm all over it, like stink on poo. And I just really appreciate you taking your time today, brother. It was really fun, and God bless you and yours. And just Keep it up, man. Keep up the great work, and look forward to seeing more successes and sharing them out. And if you have any people that you think might want to come on the show, put them in touch with me. I'd sure love to have them. And, you know, the more of these stories we can get out there, the better it's going to be, because like I said earlier, we just never know who's going to resonate with who. So all you people out there that are watching this, if Dan strikes a chord with you, get in touch with that boy. He'll take good care of you. He's awesome. And he's going to, you know, he's got the exact attitude of what this company is all about and what the vision is. Change your water, change your life. Get out there, change the world, starting with your own, and do not forget your hugs, kids. These are important. Woody-hoo!
Give him a big hug.
Love you, brother. You take care, and
Thanks
have a great rest of the week.
So much for having me here, and God bless, and love to you, peace to you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, buddy. Woody-woo!
Woo!
All right, kids. See you later. Make it a great day. Get out there, change the world, starting with your own.
Yep.